catering area here at the Rockstar Energy Drink Uproar Festival, and I'm joined by Mr. Johnny Christ. Is it Honorable Johnny Christ, sir?
I'm certainly not an honorable gentleman.
What is the surname there? Is it Mr., Sir, Honorable, any of the above?
None of them.
None of them.
I don't get anything. I'm just Johnny.
Just Johnny. All right. Well, just Johnny. I'd like to start things off with, like I said, something awkward and weird. So I'm going to ask you: would you rather?
Oh, one of those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going there.
All right.
I know you've been interviewed. I'm sure you've been interviewed a lot on this tour already, and I will get to the hard hitting, I'm sure. But
right.
Would you rather bite off a toenail of a dirty, unshowered man, or lick the armpit of a dirty, unshowered man?
I'd rather bite off the toenail.
Really? Oh, right.
Better than licking something like that.
Super gross. I'm sorry. I should have said, thank you for putting up with me. Anyhow, you're partiers. I know this because I've actually been to the strip club with you guys like 4 or 5 years ago. So what is the most cliche thing that you do while, on tour? The most cliche party rock and roll thing?
Cliche thing? It would probably be like what everyone else is doing, basically. Yeah, just drinking every night.
Drinking and partying?
Yeah, we don't like to, divulge too much into that, but we have ourselves fair share of good times.
Nice. Is there anything that people would be surprised that's shockingly normal that you guys do in your time off on tour?
Shockingly normal. Yeah, we like to bet on the football games every Sunday.
Really? What's your team?
My team is actually the Raiders, who are finally doing well this year.
Oh, nice. it could be worse. You could be a Rams fan, and we are
That was
awful.
That was a pretty bad game today, I will say. That was pretty awful.
So awful. It's so awful. Oh, shoot. Well, I got to thank you for putting out Nightmare. It's such a fantastic album, and the singles have just kept coming. We just were picking up Buried Alive, and they, one after another, become our highest requested songs. Yeah. Is there a song on the album that you feel particularly tied to?
I say it pretty much in every interview, but it is true. Fiction for me is one. It's hard to listen to, but it was the last piece of work that the Rev put out for us, and he had some pretty coincidental, haunting lyrics in there that he laid down without even thinking about it, and it's hard to listen to, but it's definitely something that when I do, it just brings me right back to that time of losing him. So I like to keep it close to me.
I imagine that it gets kind of, people try and talk to you about that a lot on tour. Do you get many people interviewing you, asking you about the Rev?
Here and there. I actually like to put him in the interview anyway, so like I just did. So
that's really, that's really refreshing to me. I really appreciate that you're keeping him alive. I mean, every night, I'm sure, every tour, every song, and every person who's out there is keeping him alive. But that's cool that you're not, brushing it under the rug, and you want to talk about him and remember him.
Oh yeah, he was my best friend for very, very many years, and he's still very much a part of me.
Thank you so much for talking about it. Maybe we can lighten the mood a little bit.
Okay,
I saw you reach your arm up, and I got to say, I loved the Shining tattoo you got under there.
Yeah.
Are you a big fan of horror movies in general? I'm seeing
I got Freddy here, I've got Chucky, I've got Jason, and we've got the old school ones over here, so I'm kind of a fan, I guess.
That is
awesome.
Phenomenal. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out. I know that you guys are busy and you guys get in late, and I'm sure you have other interviews and other stuff to do, so we appreciate
no,
you.
This is the only one I'm doing today.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I feel like we should sit and chat some more now that I could just take up all your time. I'm just kidding. I'm going to let you get ready. I know you guys go on here very soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. St. Louis adores you guys. We appreciate it. And you know what? I hope I get to see some of the rock and roll that you guys are known for. Well, I appreciate it. It's Lux. I am backstage here with Johnny Christ, Honorable Johnny Christ, at the Uproar Festival at Verizon Wireless.